Hi Bhavani, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, even I'm good. So, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Bhavani, can you please write a program for map interface and show me how exactly it works?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Are you able to see my screen, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, just a second. Sure.
Can you help me to understand what exactly this line is?
Yes, sir. We are upcasting hash map to map. So to get the properties of hash map.
To get the properties of map.
Map.
Okay.
So here we are like map we are using for only for key and values. For in that scenarios only we are using this map related scenarios and all. And
Okay.
here I'm using integer, string and integer. So I'm
Oh,
adding string and integer to the map interface.
okay.
So if
Can
I want,
you? Hmm.
yeah, if I want to get only the key values, I get m1 dot key set. So if I
Hmm.
print this, I'll get key value. So if I want only the values, m1 dot values, so I'll get only the values. If I want both the things, I'm using entry set. So it giving key with values.
Hmm. Can you show me?
Yes, yes.
Go to package,
Okay.
delete this. First, delete the class.
Oops.
This is not our class, no?
No, sir. It is no.
Delete it. Now run it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Through the console once.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Can you also show me one program from enumeration concept?
Enumeration.
Enumeration is iterator, which is useful for legacy classes like stack, vector, dictionary, properties.
Yes, sir.
Remember?
I forgot it, sir. Actually.
Okay, you proceed. I will help you. Don't worry.
Yes.
No, 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 no. Delete it.
Yes.
Type v1 dot and check whose method return type is enumeration. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Check which method is present whose return type is enumeration. Do slowly. How will you see then? Oh, go ahead, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Then.
Getting it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the method. Go ahead. Enumeration. E capital. It is not enumerator, enumeration. TION.
Mm.
No, 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 no. You have to use E1 dot next. Next element. Yes, whose return type is object. Object means RAM 11, 12, 14.6 and Sita. Go ahead, run it.
Yes.
Okay. Can you help us understand what is enumeration? What exactly you have done in this program?
Um, Enumeration is one of the cursor we are using. So here it is fetching the data from the vector class and it giving the data one by one in the loop.
Hmm.
In the vector class, whatever we are adding the elements, those one it is fetching and it is giving one by one in the loop.
Okay. Now tell me, in vector, can I also make use of iterator concept?
Yes, we can use iterator concept. Iterator is we can use entire collection classes, so we can use vector for vector also.
For vector, can I also use list of iterator?
No, list of iterator we cannot use because list of iterator is used for the only list related classes. So we are not able to use for the vector.
So you're saying that vector class does not come under list?
List or a list vector. Yeah, it come in the subclasses of in the list.
So my
But
question is, for vector, can I use iterator, list of iterator and enumeration?
uh, enumeration we can use. Yes, a list of iterator also we use because it is present under the list, so we
Yes.
can able to use vector.
Exactly. We should be able to use all of them. Wonderful. That's great. Bhavani, now please tell me what all things in Selenium I can do it with the help of a actions class.
Using action class, we can able to do mouse over action, right click, and drag and drop, double click. So for those action we are using action classes.
Okay. Can you help me with the syntax of each one of them? Just tell me. No need to write anything.
Sure. So we have to create the action class object. Using action class object, we are calling the methods called move to element. There we are using the target element dot perform and reference element dot drag and drop. There we are using source and destination elements and perform. And we are using context click. There we are passing the target element dot perform and double click we are using double click method and there we are using a target element dot perform.
Okay, that's great. Can you also help me to understand if you don't handle the JavaScript pop-up? If you don't handle the JavaScript pop-up and if it is coming on top of the screen, then what will happen? Will it allow you to proceed further?
No, actually it won't allow us to proceed further. We should handle JavaScript pop-up. then only it will allow to use other scenarios in the functions.
So which exception will come?
When we are using JavaScript exception, uh, not sure about
No, suppose JavaScript pop-up has come, but I have ignored it and trying to do something else. So you're telling me, right, that other things you won't be able to do it. So will Selenium give me any exception?
uh, will give the exception. No idea for this.
Okay. So yes, you will get an exception called as unhandled alert exception.
Okay.
Yeah. So JavaScript pop-ups are mandatory pop-ups to handle. Can you tell me what are the properties of JavaScript pop-up?
Okay. JavaScript pop-up, we can be able to uh, locate it, and no, we are not able to locate it. We are able to handle using the functions like driver dot switch to dot alert. Using those reference, we are handling with the accept and dismiss methods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other properties of it?
It has properties like it has a windows with okay, and it has two to three types of alert boxes, like the okay, accept okay button, and with the okay and cancel button. So those things
Hmm.
we are able to see in JavaScript pop-up.
Okay, got it. Fine. Yeah, that's fine. Can you also tell me how implicit wait is different from explicit wait and how explicit wait is different from the fluent wait?
Yeah. Implicit wait, here only one time we are giving. So the implicit wait is applicable for the all the elements which is present on the class. So explicit wait, we are using only the particular conditions for the particular element. So if you give in the particular for the element, is if the condition is true, then only it will go proceed for the next descriptor of the in the applications. And implicit wait, it whatever we are giving the waiting time, so it will wait till that time, so then it will throw the exception like no such element exception. Then for explicit wait, it give the timeout exceptions. Yes.
Okay. And talk more, you can talk more about it, where we have a condition, where we don't have a condition, how they're different from the fluent wait. You talk about it.
Yeah. Implicit wait, we don't have any conditions and all, but in explicit wait, we have the condition. So in explicit wait, we have the WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait, and there we are passing two parameters like driver and time, and wait dot until we are using expected condition class, and there we are using the methods, different kind of methods like visibility of element. Is title, if element is present or not, those kind of methods we are using explicit wait to find whether the particular element is present or not, and we are giving the time to load that particular element and the page. So there, so by suppose if you are not able to locate any element because of load page problems and all, so we are using this explicit wait to wait until that particular element is present or not. So we are using this explicit wait for the particular conditions and all. Implicit wait, we are not giving any conditions, just we are giving the time sleep mode. So this we are giving particular time. So the application wait till that time, then it will go forward for the execution of other script, or it will go through the no such element exceptions.
Okay. And can you also tell how fluent wait is different from this too?
Actually, fluent wait, even fluent wait is similar to the explicit wait. but I'm not aware of more about fluent wait. And even it has a polling period like 500 milliseconds. So every 500 milliseconds, it check for element is present or not. And yeah, this is the one.
Okay. No, in the case of fluent weight, polling period is configurable. We can configure it at our own side that what should be the polling period. But in the case of implicit weight and explicit weight, it is fixed that it is 500 millisecond. Yes, fine, no problem. Can you also tell me what is the use of running a browser in the headless mode? What is the use? Any rough
Uh,
idea?
yes, sir. Like what is the use means, I mean, like the person need not to sit on a particular system, and he know he don't want to waste his time to see the scripts running or not. So using headless prompt, so he can concentrate on other works, and they can run the scripts in the background.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it saves his time, and if he's no, absent, also he can run remotely by using some particular setup in your systems, and he can run it. And using even Jenkins, also he can set up his email things, and he can run those things in their systems, or in their cloud-based applications or not. Using cloud-based, he can run it, and he can save even physical a system, if it is not present also, the cloud base, he can run his scripts in a headless mode.
Got it. Fine. Can you also tell me where exactly you have used the concept of collection in your project?
Yes, sir. We are using collection class. So here we are using list when number of web elements present. So in that we are using find elements. There we are using a list of web elements. So here we are using list to fetch the all the elements in the list. And yeah, this is the one. And if you have multiple browsers, so if you want to fetch those browsers id and all, so we are using set. So using that set interface, so we are fetching the web browser id and web browser ids, so we can iterate using set collection,
Okay.
and we can fetch the id number also using set iterate.
Okay. Got it. Can you write a program and show me how to handle auto suggestion?
Yes.
Go ahead. You can take example of Amazon.
Yes.
You can talk also. What are you doing?
Yes. Here I'm searching for the shoe. So for shoe,
Hmm.
I'm seeing the auto suggestion how many it is there. So here I'm seeing the where it is entire auto suggestion is able to enable. It is
Hmm.
showing. So for that, I'm taking the XPath.
Okay.
So yeah. So I'm taking a XPath where it is showing all like where it is showing all the suggestions. So where it I mean it is fetching one by one. So I'm taking those kind of XPath and
Hmm.
I'm getting those ones.
Okay.
So
Can you also explain why the return type of find elements is a list of web element?
yeah, the here we are getting multiple elements. So we are getting so that is a list. So the return type is list because the find we are using find elements for the find elements. The return type is list of web element
I didn't get you. Why the return type is list of web element?
because we are using find elements method. So for find elements method, the return type is list of web element
Yeah,
because
that's
in
what I'm
find
asking.
elements,
Why?
yeah, because of in find elements we have multiple elements.
Hmm.
So to fetching one by one, we are using a list of web element.
See, more than this, the best answer is because multiple elements they follow indexing there. That's the reason. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So like here, if you want one dot get, like if you want like ninth element, eighth element, so like a second element, so we are using this method, like get what are the count minus one means the last of second element, the last of third element, so we can use like this method. Like if I give one, so the last of second element we get it.
Last element. Okay, got it.
Can I run can I show the output? So
You have to do dot click also in order to click on it.
yes.
Yeah, please run. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful, beautiful code. Bhavani,
Yes.
can you also tell me that in any automation project, what extra things we should have? What all things we should have?
Automation project.
Yeah, I mean, if you're working on a project, your project should consist of what all things?
Okay. By suppose in project like Java project, usually we need to Eclipse. So there we have to install Eclipse, and we have to configure like a Selenium jar files, testng jar files, and even the Apache jar files. So those one we have to configure, and we have to write a test scripts to to test for the any applications.
No, no, I'm not saying this. So I'm saying, suppose you're working with a company and you're doing some project. So that project should have what all things?
Okay.
Example, it should have a ID to analyzer. It should have the listener concept like that. What all things it should have?
Okay. Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
please tell me.
Uh, yeah. By suppose if I take a Maven project, so there we need the source and test packages. So in the source packages, we have the pages. So like web pages. So whatever pages is there, it is a replica of web pages. So those web pages we are have the locators and methods in it, and even the
Mhm.
constructor to initiate those elements or not, and we are calling those methods and these elements in the test scripts. And for that we need some of the listeners retry test retry uh, analyzer, and data provider, and Excel. So if you want to fetch the data from like username or password, so we are using Excel sheet, or even data provider for fetching the data. And for those we are using listener classes and listener annotations and all. And for data provider we are using separate data provider classes using data provider annotations, and we are creating methods based on your whatever requirement we have. We are those based on that we are using. So those ones, if you want for any test cases, if you want, so we are using those classes in every test scripts, and we are calling those classes, and we are running those test scripts and all. So by suppose if any test cases is failed, if you want any screenshot, we are using listener, so we are calling those classes in the test scripts, and we are running those. If it is fail, it is giving the screenshot for the particular pages, and we can get to know so where it is exactly failed. And if you want to retry for any failed test case, by suppose if there is internet slow or pages loads something, it is happened, because of that it's going to be failed. So if it is retry, so it going to be passed. For retry, that we are using retry analyzer class, so we are calling those classes in the test scripts, and we are running like a number of times, how many times you can run it. So those things we can implement in our project to make your project more robust and consistent. So for that we are using this listener data provider excel programs and all.
Okay. Can you just help me to understand how to use listeners in test engine? Just tell
Yeah.
me verbally.
Yes. First we have to create the class. So those class we are extending from the itest listener. So there we have the methods called test case pass and test case fail methods. We have there we are using test screenshot methods. So using test screenshot method, we are getting those for pass screenshot, for fail screenshot for the particular test cases and all. So if you want to write a text screenshot, so we have to upcast driver to the text screenshot class. So from that reference we are calling get screenshot as method. So they are passing the parameter like output dot file. The return type is file, so there we are using reference variable as f1 or a source. Then we are creating a object of file. So here you need to give the path of the file where you exactly want to it has to be located, and you give the file, what is the file, I mean the whatever you are taking a screenshot, that name you can give there. And you can use some of the classes like random dot classes if you want unique numbers. For that we are using method dot random. If you want to get classes, so we are using get class methods. So those one we are using though in that, so we are getting those unique screenshots and all. And we are using file handler dot copy, so we are copying from source to destination. So then it is giving the exact screenshots and all. So same thing we are implementing for the pass methods also. So there we have to change the path for the screenshot where you want to be located.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Fine, Bhavani. I'm done with the interview. I think you were good. There are few things that you have to revise it. So my advice is to just revise it, few things that you could not answer. You know it well. Remember one thing, this is not your final interview, which is going to give you any job, right? Your final interview is still there. So what all things you have not answered, you can revise it. But I'm happy that you could execute and show me those programs which many people generally don't will not be able to do it, like the map one, like the in enumeration one, right? So that's really good. I can see you remember the concept. Fluent weight, I think you don't remember. Just revise it once. It will be good for
Actually, I
you.
was absent for the class, sir. So that particular
Okay.
video also I'm not getting.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice. So, so just do a little bit revision, and I think other than that, you are good. If you have any questions to me or you want to say something, go ahead.
Nothing more, sir. Actually, your classes is very good. Actually, before I was a manual tester, so I have a 2 years gap. So I was like confusion where I need to go further and all. So I saw your YouTube videos in YouTube. So I thought to join your these courses and all. So after joining these courses, I have only the basic knowledge of Java and Selenium, but complete knowledge I don't have. So after joining this course, I get more knowledge on Java and Selenium. So now
Hmm.
I'm able to write my own programs and my own scripts and all. I can able to handle my projects and all. So you have given two projects. So I'm able to handle those projects. I'm able to write scripts with my own knowledge and all. So this is makes me a very good knowledge and very confident person. So
Hmm.
if anything interviews comes, like I'm very like very rate. I mean, very frequently give this interviews and all. So I'm not scared about giving those Selenium and Java related interviews and all. So
Mm.
I'm very thankful to you, sir. And yeah, before I was I was very confused about this, how I can understand those Javas and all and all. But when I come to these classes, I'm very grateful to you, sir. Like your teaching skills and your like small things also you are explaining to understand everyone. So this is makes me very good, and we are learning so much from you, sir. Thank you for those things.
Thank you so much, Bhavani. I'm pretty sure that you will get your job very soon in case you're searching. And all the very best for your life.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.